take the ride. Take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe. My feed, looking for a good time. Hatcher on YouTube, dropping truth and rhyme. Passion for magic, he's playing the cards right. Live stream so funny, keeping us up all night. Waking up early, smelling bacon in the air. Gotta start the day with a savory fare. Evening rolls around, time to chill and unwind. Tune in for chill streams, where relaxation you'll find. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the Board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all aboard. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe.
Always doing it sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. What's up, my friends? How you doing? It is what, Wednesday night? Yeah, it's the middle of the week. It is the midst of the week. Hope you are doing well. Let me get the live stream link. We'll share that in the Discord, and then we shall proceed from there. All right. Bum, bum, bum. All right, there we go. That's good. So let's switch this up and we'll do our hellos. What up, Jess, Gossip, Millmaster, James, Zircon, Yamagoro, Rays, Joe, Shelton, Felonious T, Hayes, Some, Heavy Metal. How you guys doing? How has the day been treating you? I have been having an excellent day. It's been a surprisingly good one. And I think tomorrow is also going to be an excellent day. I've got the live stream tomorrow where we're going to create the likeness of me or talk about what it's going to be, at least work on the details of it for Paragon. And also, I'm having a barbecue with my neighbors, so that'll be fun. James, was Carly my videographer for my intro? No, actually, she wasn't. My best friend was. He's helped me with a number of different random things. And that was him. He's great for that, actually. He very much enjoys getting down and doing that stuff with me. So he was saying that he misses it. And I'm thinking that it's going to be time to record some new stuff anyways. Although I'm going to probably be doing some of it on my own. I was thinking when I go to Toronto for the Grand Archive Championships, that it would be a good time to record some footage for maybe a new outro for the streams or something. Maybe a new intro. I don't know. Maybe I'll give this channel its own intro separate from the historian intro. I don't know. I haven't 100% decided on that. Yeah, my girl, the seller canceled your order because they thought that 240 rabbit tokens are too many for your group of friends. Then they had the audacity to lecture you on what should be in your deck. Sorry, are you in the business of selling the cards or not? Like, what is this about? Who cares? Who cares if you want 100 to jam up inside yourself? That's pretty silly. That's pretty silly. Fisher, what's up? You almost quit your job today because you had to redo 1/3 of a trailer day shift messed up? Clean up after other people's a pretty big hassle, bro. Heavy Metal. You just got 4 Modern Horizons 3 and 4 Lord of the Ring gift bundles. Well, have fun with those. Have fun with those. Yeah, my girl, you guess some things are more important than money to some people? Well, at the end of the day, when you're dealing with individual sellers of cards, it's just that. It's random individuals. These aren't business owners. These are just random people selling stuff out of their home. And that moron is probably thinking, well, I want to make sure I have rabbit tokens to sell to other people or something like that. And then he'll be stuck with them. He'll be stuck with them later on and be like, man, I should have sold them. So just make yourself feel better by realizing that guy's an idiot. Jess, you've been saying dumb things in magic groups to get people to be mean to you so you can make fun of them so stupidly they just give up talking to you. Sounds like a waste of time, but if it makes you happy, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. I feel like... Well, actually, no, that's not true. I was about to say, I feel like people aren't going to react to dumb nonsense on the internet anymore. And of course they are. Most people are. I don't as much anymore. I see stuff, and most of the time I just go, fake, this is just bait to get interaction, all that kind of nonsense. Fulgar, what's up? How you doing, buddy? So yeah, I don't know. I guess I am way less reactive online than I used to be. I just look at stuff and go, what do I care? What do I care if people believe stupid nonsense? Yeah, Magoro, just getting the token somewhere else. That makes sense. Fulgor, you're awesome. How am I? I too am awesome. I have had a great day today, and I'm looking forward to having more good times. If every day could be this level of high spirits, I'd be down with that. I would be down with that. Fulgor started to see somebody new. Nice. Enjoy it, buddy. Enjoy it. The beginning is one of the most fun times, right? There's the fun of the exploration, and then after you've been with somebody for a while, there's the fun of growing together. So you get two different sides of the coin. Heavy metal works kicking your ass. You got to get up at 4. Well, you should probably get some sleep, bro. Should probably go and crash out, right? You don't want to overexert yourself. You got to save your energy to open up those bundles, man. You've been friends for 2.5 years, so there's a good foundation. Have fun ruining that friendship. Heavy metal, you can only stay for 1 tonight. All right, buddy, 1 Plinko drop. Well, you get to choose. You get to choose the slot you want to drop in. Here we go. We got 4 different sets all across the options here. So, I mean, I'll be real with you. I don't even know which one would be the most hyped to pick, really. I'm excited to see anything from any pack. So choose your fate. Choose your drop slot. 1 to 8, big boy. What's it gonna be? I got the token. We're ready to go. I gotta get some like custom ones with my shield on it. Heavy metal, you have chosen 6. Okay, we can do that. We can definitely do that. It smells like somebody's got a campfire or something going on. Okay. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Okay. All right. Oh, hold on. I forgot. Where's my marker? Let's do that first. Let's put you up on the board. Where is the marker? Where is it? Is it on the table over here behind these? No. Man, I got that one song from Russian Doll stuck in my head. All right. Heavy metal, you're loading the board, big boy. A big boy, yo, 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 yo. All right. So, you said 6, and that would be right here. Straight down the middle with Dawn of Ashes. All right. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and pop that back. My brain was like, do I even switch to the Plinko board, or did I just do that off screen where you guys couldn't even see it? That's funny. That's funny. All right. Oh, Towns! Towns Super Chat says, HM, you can sleep when you're dead, stay up. Oh, Heavy Metal, you can sleep when you're dead, stay up all night. All right, and you want to drop down 6 too? All right, you got it. I guess I'm going to need to update the board too. Here, you can't even see it. I guess for the historical record, there you go. You can see Heavy Metal. Your name was on there before you get replaced with Towns, and we will drop the slot, son. All right, hold on. Whoop, whoop. Let's see if that goes straight down the middle as well. 1 second. All right. 6. Oh, we got Alchemical Revolution. Okay, I'm not familiar enough with the names of these sets. Now, I've only opened boosters so far. Some Dawn of Ashes. I haven't opened boosters from any other set, so this will be my first. This will be my first. All right. All right. Hold on. Let's just switch this back for a second. There we go. Board is good. Juggling, what's up, buddy? How you doing? James Town says, who's going to do 1002 and take the board? And Heavy Metal wants to know, is someone to go for the third 6? Are we getting demonic? Bo Falcon, what's up? I agree with Bo Falcon. Heavy Metal, your Pickle Club picture was tormenting. How dare you? How dare you? All right, let's get this set up right. So, we got Dawn of Ashes. Damn! Look at her. All right. Yeah, boy. Fulgor coming in with 1002. That's the way to do. All right, you're the new lord of the board. You can look upon this stream when you're crying about your broken heart and your lost friendship. You'll be at least, I stole the board. What slot are you going for? We can do that drop too, and then we'll open 3 packs in a row. Watch out though, Fulgor. Anytime she says she's made a friend, now you're gonna be what? What? How many options you got? Oh, okay. Well, if you're gonna sit there and try and think about that shit, here. You know what, buddy? I'm gonna show you again. There you go. All right. And I'm just gonna go ahead and open these packs, and then we'll do your drop. And then we'll do your drop. Okay. Man, the card quality on this game is so good. Like, it's so good. The card backs are gorgeous. Like, I don't know how well the quality translates through here. Oh, you can see lottery card scratchings over on my table. Get out of here. Get out of here, lottery nonsense. All right. So, what's up, girl? We got Rye, the Spellcrafter. So this is a common. We got a Kingdom Informant. Oh, yeah, I want to hear your information, lady. What's up? Summon Gale. We got Sudden Steel. That's Lorraine, right? I'm still learning the names of all the characters. Invigorated Slash. We're still in the commons. Planted Explosive. A Veiling Breeze. Oh, what's up, girl? Restorative Slash. Man, the artwork on this is fun. Magus Disciple. A Bubble Mage. Show me that bubble, girl. All right. Surveillance Stone. What's this one do? When an opponent declares an attack with a unit for the 3rd time each turn, you can banish this to draw a card. Really? You gotta wait until they attack the 3rd turn and give up a slot in your deck for this? I don't know. That doesn't feel that great, honestly. And then the rare is Erratic Bolt. Deal your level and damage to target unit for 4. You can banish 2 cards at random. If you do, draw 2 cards. Huh. That seems all right, actually. That doesn't seem too shabby at all. All right, cool. Hold on. That's not too shabby at all. I mean, from my limited knowledge of this game, let's be real. I am pretty noobish. Now, let's get into this goodness. All right, Fulgor, we'll drop in slot number 2 for you after this, bro. After I get into this pack here. Fisher, you made 100 bones selling off your soul spikes. Nice. All right, we got Arasana, Master Alchemist. Look at the rack on her. Doesn't she look great? I actually like her deck, too. It's fun. Is this the same as the one that comes in the deck? I don't know them well enough. On enter, gather twice. At the beginning of your own phase, you can sacrifice 2 herbs to draw a card. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the one from the deck. Empowering Tincture. All right. Excoriate. Oh, man. I love all the big fat titties in this game, bro. This is awesome. Convalescent Tonic. Lone Gunslinger. Organize the Alliance. Bottled Forge Light. Caretaker Drone. Fiery Duelist. Fat Jugged Duelist. All right. She's got ranged too. Yeah, these are ranged weapons. We got Frigid Bash. So this is the first uncommon. Umbra Sight. That's another uncommon. That artwork is wild. Look at those eyes, man. Standing there. That's pretty good. Fractal of Creation is the rare. 2 cast, reservable. While paying for a reserve cost, you can rest this to pay 1. What? You just You just tap it to pay 1 reserve cost? Sacrifice it to summon a token copy of target token you control. Interesting. That's pretty funky. I like that. I like that. That's neat. That's neat. What up, Keebler? Heavy Metal, does the Lord of the Ring bundle come with the 1 ring? It sure does. It most assuredly does. All right. Now we got to do some Plinko action again. This time for Fulgore in slot number 2. Put it in slot 2. Let's go. All right, then. Let's try that again. Oh, Mercurial heart. Yeah, she's got 2 big Mercurial hearts on her chest, son. The quickest way to a woman's heart is through the titties. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. They're as big as her head. What up, Nishimoto? You needed this? Today was garbage? Well, welcome, buddy. Keebler. Well, man, any ads you watch help contribute to my bottom line, so thanks, buddy. Now enjoy some fatty jug action, son. That's right, War Daddy. We got the biggins. What's going on, Gerthulu? Hello, Error. All right. Let's see what's in this Mercurial Heart pack. Grand Archive, unashamed of just having hot ladies. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Nice card quality, bright, vibrant artwork, big fat juggalugs. That's what I'm talking about. Hell, they've got force of will level fat juggitude. Vicious Slice. Charged Mannequin. Is this mannequin wearing an eye patch? Why is the mannequin wearing an eye patch? Why don't they give it 2 eyes? We got Charged Assailant. Dodge Roll. Alright. Powered Swordsman. Wind Bless Hurricane Farm? It's a hurricane farm? That's funky. Priestess of Flame. All right. And the rare is an Alchehest, which is a 0 cost at the beginning of your recollection phase. Put an age counter on a potion you control. Banish this. Destroy target item or weapon with memory cost 0 or reserve 4 cost or less. Wait, what? What? Age counter? What does the age counter do? I'm missing something. There's a key piece of information I don't understand. I guess there must be other things that care about having age counters on them, right? Yeah, I don't know. I do not know what age counters do, so I don't quite get this card. I mean, I understand this part. If you're level 4 or higher, you can sacrifice this to destroy an item or weapon that costs 0, that either costs 0 memory or reserve cost of 4 or less. All right, so if it comes from if it's got like a yellow casting cost, you can destroy a card that costs 4 or less. If it's got a blue casting cost, you can destroy one that has a cost of 0. So, you know what? I guess I don't know about the age counter part, but being able to see how this is a 0 blue, this can destroy other 0 blues, right? So that's your little side deck that's got like 15 cards in it or whatever. So I'm not sure, but that feels maybe like a good sideboard card. I'm not sure, but I mean, they feel good. Look at that. Man, she's fucking cute. I think there's like another chick called Nico. Like, look at this, man. Like, look at this goodness. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Oh, hold on. Let's... Whoop. There we go. There we go. Where am I going to put these? I'll put these over here. I'll put these over here. Volgar, yeah, I think that was a decent rare. I think so. Nishimoto says you got to use age counters to make them jugs legal. Aren't we going by Japanese rules? Japanese laws apply here? So, like, everything's legal as long as you do it on the subway, right? Right? You can give the 2-finger salute on the subway. Whap, whap. Oh, that's funny. Yo, I really like Grand Archive. I think it's a fun game. I've enjoyed playing it. I love that the card quality is good. I love that the artwork is vibrant. Like, I am vibing on it. What up, everyday? How you doing? Plus, it's cool to get more of these packs opened in advance of the championships, because in October, I'm going to the Grand Archive Championship event. I'm going to get a cool deck box and a playmat, and so far I feel like I'm going to be playing like a slime deck unless something else better comes along. So I want to get some epic slimes for my deck, but I do have like seven different starter deck setups to build off of. I don't know what the meta is though, so I don't know what the best deck is, but I do know that that one card that we were looking at yesterday over in the other stream is a pretty sweet card. So put that there. It's funny because you get so used to things like Magic. Like, I'm so used to Magic the Gathering, right? And I know, like, pretty much everything about that game. You can show me, like, really obscure cards. I know it's set there from. I know the difference between all the printings, Unlimited, Revised, 4th edition, 5th edition, all of it. But with this game, I'm like, I wouldn't even know what card comes from what set on the surface of it. But that's fine. It makes for a big, fun journey of discovery. And I enjoy that when the game feels like it's worthwhile. This is the first game in a while where I've actually felt it's worth diving more into. I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to feel about the game until I sat down and played it with somebody else I've been playing Magic with for decades. And we both enjoyed the amount of stuff you can do in the game, the complexity. Like, it's pretty straightforward in some ways, but there's a lot of moving parts and a lot you can do. And I played the little Herbalist deck as my most recent. The only starter decks I haven't tried out yet are these two. So these are the next ones that we're gonna try. The Sylvie and Tristan decks. Tristan is this fat rat lady right here. Right here. Sylvie she's just like whatevs, man. I don't know, she might even just be like, she might be just like 14, 15. I don't know. But she don't got an adult body, so whatevs. Who cares about that? Not my thing. But I do like the Beastmaster concept, and I like playing the actual deck. So I like Sylvie, but not the way that I like Tristan, you know? Sylvie's like, here's a pat on the head. Go play with your beasts. And then Tristan, it's like, come here. Let me play with your beasts. Fisher, when you went to sell cards earlier, the shop owner refused to buy Sea King's Blessing and Sylvan Paradise, said Nadu will get banned in Legacy Commander and isn't taking them. Such a tool. Why? Sounds like they're a good business person to me. If I knew a card was going to get banned and there were other cards that had an inflated value specifically because of a card that was going to get banned, I'd be an idiot to buy them. Why am I going to take a loss? Go sell it somewhere else. That's what I'd say too. That makes perfect sense to me, bro. That doesn't sound like being a tool. That sounds like, do you know how hard it is to make money selling Magic in the first place? Wizards is hosing me. I barely make any margins on the box. So no, I'm not going to eat a fat loss for you when the card that makes these cards important is going to be banned in like a month or so. Everybody knows Nadu's getting it. So to me, that doesn't make you a tool, bro. That just makes you smart enough to stay in fucking business. You don't just buy everything willy-nilly, you know? It makes sense to limit your exposure to Wizards' terrible decisions. Blame Wizards for not balancing cards properly. Blame them for that, right? That's how I look at it. Like, if that's the only reason you're saying he's a tool, that's not being a tool. That's just being a smart business owner. And I fully endorse that behavior, because why would you? Why would you? Do you want to buy something? Do you want to buy something that's going to crash? Like, for real. For real. So, why risk it? Why risk it? You don't do that. I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna buy that at this inflated price. I'll just wait. If it turns out it's not banned, then I can pick them up later. But no, you have to limit your exposure to risk when it comes to that kind of stuff. Otherwise, you don't stay in business, bro. Millmaster, the announcement is tomorrow. I thought the ban announcement was on like the 26th, bro. What are you talking about? What announcement is tomorrow? What up, Kenny? How you doing, brother? Larry, you have a coworker named Tristan? Yeah, I bet they don't look like this, son. I bet they don't look like this, buddy. Be like, do you need any help with your work? You looks like your back hurts. Can I hold something up for you? Yeah, man, when I used to buy Magic collections and cards and stuff to sell them through the store and all that, I would definitely stay away from things that looked like they were the hot potato. Why would I want to get stuck with them? Here's the thing, Fisher. If you're so sure that no ban is going to affect them, then you don't lose by hanging on to them, because they're not going to go down in value, right? Right? Either a ban is going to happen, in which case, not a good idea for him to buy them, or a ban's not going to happen, and then they're still going to be worth as much, so he's going to be able to buy them for the same rate or whatever, right? You're still going to be able to sell them, so you can't really be that upset if you think they're not going to get banned. Whatever, right? If they're not going to, well, they're not going to get banned, but if the deck that they go into isn't going to get hit by a ban, then how does this really negatively impact you? Do you have to wait a few more days to sell your card? Do you know what I mean? Larry, your coworker named Tristan is a woman? Really? It feels like Tristan. It's a dude's name. That's a dude's name. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Yeah, anybody who would be trying to sell me cards that are part of a hot deck that is under the threat of a ban, I would just assume you're trying to dump this product on me. The fact that you're trying to sell it right now says to me you think it's going to get banned too, and you want me to eat the loss. So since I'm a business, I'm going to say no, right? Just seems logical. I can understand your disappointment, but in no way does that make the person a tool. Hi, I've got a list of things that I'll buy, and I'm gonna buy these things for my business to make money. Well, you should buy this even though you will lose money. You should pay me more than you'll be able to sell this for. Like, if you want to sell something that's threatened by a ban, then offer a hefty discount, right? Jess, no guy named Jesse goes by Jess as a short form. That's why you run into people thinking that you're a woman. That's why. That's why. So yeah, man, being involved with Magic the Gathering at all right now as an LGS is pretty much a losing proposition. Wizards is cranking out product at an insane pace. Like an absolutely insane pace. And they're pulling all the money from the secondary market as well, which is one of the things that LGS has used to support themselves. Plus, Wizards literally got rid of MSRP so they can keep cranking up the product price and have people get angry at the game stores, right? That's it. That's it. So LGSs have the roughest deal where they always get accused of being the greedy, terrible places. Okay, listen, man, you have to buy all my cards at exorbitant prices. And if you eat a loss, who cares? Also, I don't want to buy product from you. Listen, I want to play in your store, do whatever I want, sell my cards to your customers. I want a bunch of free product for coming in. And hold on, don't get upset. You haven't heard what I'm willing to do in return. Once every 2 weeks, I'll buy 1 can of pop and a bag of chips. So you can make your like 14 cents on your can of pop, and you can make like a quarter on a bag of chips. So you need to just take your like 40 cents and shut up, greedy. You didn't set this up as a business to pay your bills, right? You set this up as my personal club for me to make money off of. Magic the Gathering has like the worst customers in existence because they expect to come into your store, play in tournaments, and walk out with more money than they walked in. I'm going down to shoot hoops with the boys and stuff. I better make money while I'm doing it. Like, there's this mentality in Magic the Gathering, this highly financialized mentality, where it makes people have insane perspectives, you know? Gianna, I don't even know what you're talking about. Everdark, you're not going to see the value packs anywhere but places like Walmart and Target. That's the kind of locations. Larry already found some in the wild, but he hasn't come back to me with the actual proper prices. So I don't know about that. So yeah, I mean, I guess I have a different perspective because, like, there's the one game store I went to for decades and decades, and I watched all the shit that the game store owner had to deal with. Literally, somebody coming up to the counter when this other guy's about to buy a bundle. Whoa, don't buy that bundle! Don't buy that bundle! And he's like, why? And he's like, you can get it for $5 cheaper on this website. And I just turned to him and I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, the fuck is wrong with you, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? So let me get this straight. You come down to this game store every fucking week where he runs free FNMs and he gives everybody a pack just for playing. He gives everybody who comes in a pack for playing. And you come down here all the fucking time, like every week, and you play for free and you get a booster pack just for showing up, right? Because the guy who owns this place is really nice and fucking generous. And you take that free pack. I've never watched you buy product. And now you're here up at the fucking front of the store. You're not even in the back talking about this shit up. You're here at the fucking register, you fucking idiot, saying this shit. What's the matter with you? What do you think pays for the electricity? How do you think he keeps this business running when numpty fucks like you who don't contribute and are just leeches are taking shit? And now you're gonna tell this guy not to buy a bundle? Fuck you, dude. And that guy left crying. He left crying. He was all like, you didn't. Oh, am I deaf or am I stupid? Why are you fucking lying to me? I just watched you do it. You can't tell me that you didn't. Fuck you, dude. What's wrong with you? Do you know how stressful it is to run an LGS? Do you know how fucking tight the margins are? And you're gonna pull this shit? Fuck you. So yeah, he left crying. And then his friend came in and was like, you know, you made him cry. And I'm like, why the fuck are you telling me? You think I give a shit? First of all, let me ask you, do you know what he did? Do you know what he fucking did? Before you're in here coming to me talking about how he's crying, do you know what he fucking did? He's literally fucking telling people not to buy products from the fucking store. He's doing it right up here at the fucking register. And then he's telling me that he didn't do it when I just watched him. Fuck him, bro. Is that what you're here to defend? And he was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Fuck you too, man. Fuck you too. I get that he's your friend, but you need to have all the information before you come talking to me. Because guess what? I'm glad he's crying. Maybe that means he'll learn a fucking lesson from this. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you fucking people? For real. Do you think that this fucking business isn't a business and it's a building that just... Why don't you just come in and take your pants off and jerk off on the walls, you fucking clown? Like, it's so aggravating. hi, I bought all my Warhammer models online because it's slightly cheaper than buying it here, and I bought my paints elsewhere, but I want to come and play in your event and use your tables for hours and hours and hours. Also, I want to wander around looking at your products in person and going, oh, look at this. And when you ask me if I'm going to buy it, no, of course not. I'm using you as a pop-up boutique so I can physically look at these objects and then buy them elsewhere for slightly less money because I'm an ignorant piece of fucking shit. That drives me crazy. Like crazy. Just watching it happen and go, do you not value what you get to come here every week and play with these people? Like, what do you think pays the rent here, you fucking idiots? Like, for real. You don't have to buy, but for the love of God, to try and undo sales that are about to happen. I'm just trying to, you're not even this person's friend. This isn't your good friend that you're saying this to. You barely fucking know this guy. And you're just sitting here undermining the store's ability to make fucking money. When these prices aren't egregious, online retailers can offer it for less because they don't have a fucking play space they let you play in for free. 70% of this store is play space you can use for free, you greedy fuck. Like, oh, so triggering. That's right, Made Skeleton, over $5. 100%. 100%. Everdark, and if they're saying somewhere physical has it cheaper, then you're spending that much in gas to go somewhere else. It's funny how people will come in and they'll be like, so you've got that box for $45. I can buy it for $40 on Amazon. Okay, then do it. Oh, but I thought that you'd... No, fuck you, idiot. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do you get free shipping? First of all, you have to pay shipping. Now you have to wait 2 weeks. Do you want it for that price? Give me the $40. Come back in 2 weeks. I'll flip a coin and we'll see if it got delivered or not. And then we'll see if you can have your product. No, but like, I want it right now. I should get to pay the online price, but here in the store. Fuck you. You selfish piece of fucking shit. I want it right now because, like, it'll take time to show up in the mail and who knows if it'll be the right product and blah, blah, blah. And if there's a problem, I can return it. Wow. It's almost like there's additional conveniences from buying from a physical fucking store, and you should take that into account. Well, the only thing I take into account is me and what I want, and I don't care if that means every local business goes out of business and we only have Amazon and Walmart, because guess what? I saved $4. Yeah, until all the fucking businesses are gone, you clown, and we're left with the monopolies that can then charge us whatever the fuck they want because there's no competition. How do you not see that acting in your short-term self-interest fucks you in the long term, you idiot, over a couple fucking dollars? But who cares? All the people who actually live in your city, your neighbors, those people don't matter. Fuck them. Give the money to a corporation that doesn't give a shit about you and would let you die in the gutter for a nickel. But yeah, go ahead. I'm the bad guy for being annoyed by the shit you're pulling. You know? It's ridiculous. What up, Peterson? How's it going, buddy? How's Bloomberg been treating me? Pretty good. Pretty good so far. I get really tweaked, man. I watched too much of this shit happen to the guy who ran the game store, who was like, it was like he was like a member of my family, man. And just watching him do that shit, it's so fucking ignorant. And he would never talk to people like that, right? That was a Friday night when I was man in the front and he wasn't there. And I just lost it. Just fucking lost it. It's so ignorant. You don't even fucking understand. You don't take I didn't know. Yeah, because you don't take a second to think about anybody but yourself. It's all about your gratification and fuck everybody else, right? Assholes. Shit blows my mind. Yeah, Joe, exactly. Idiots don't realize that they have to support their LGS or they'll lose it. Then they bitch about not having a place to play. Why are the LGSs closing? A guy bought this product for $2 less online. Isn't that awesome? Can you believe the game store wanted $7? Like, he wanted $107 for this, but I could get it for $100 online. Good job. Good job saving yourself $7. Why contribute to anything that fucking matters, right? Have fun sitting at home all by yourself with nowhere to go. Enjoy your product that you don't have anywhere to fucking play anymore. So hopefully you got some friends who will come over, because otherwise you're fucked. Like, if it was 2 or 3 times the price, I could understand that. Be like, okay, yeah, you feel like, why would I pay 2 or 3 times the price for a product? But $5 more for a bundle and you're going to be like this? For real? No. No. Everdark, when buying singles, you go to the LGS around. You're a bit rural, one's 30 minutes away, the other's 45 before buying online. Rather support an LGS than have to play exclusively on Spell Table. Well, that's what it boils down to. Like, I get all my Magic, all of it, from LGSs. You know what I mean? Like, when people fucking want to hook me up, I literally tell them, send money to the game store's PayPal that's in my description, and then I'll use that as store credit to actively support the fucking LGS. I don't go, oh, you send it to me and I'll buy the cheapest one I can find or whatever. No, straight up. I see the value in supporting local game stores, man. I've been going to them for decades, and them disappearing is a tragedy. There's only a few thousand local game stores in the world to begin with, and you're going to sit there and chew away at them like that? It's crazy. Yeah, Skeleton, if it's double the price, don't pay it. I wouldn't either. If I felt like the game store was gouging and ripping me off, then I wouldn't. Whatever, you know? At the end of the day, if you don't support the things that you're engaging with, they will go away because shock, horror, the LGS isn't run for you. And a lot of LGSs are passion projects run by people who aren't the most business savvy to begin with. So they're just trying to keep the doors open and keep the fucking product coming in. They're not looking to maximize and squeeze every dollar from you. But when they're all gone, guess what? That's all that'll be left is empty, dead-eyed businesses that don't give a shit about your enjoyment or giving you a place to play, just want your fucking money and don't really care at all. Habanero, LGSs are a dying breed. They sure are. And I recognize in some ways people will view me as a dinosaur for this in physical whatever. But I don't care. I don't care if people get upset at my fucking position, man. Fisher, you got messaged by another shop who wants to buy them at 70% market value, but now you got to drive an hour away. That's what you got to do, or mail them or whatever, right? What up, Thompson? How you doing? How you doing? So, yeah, I've got a soft spot for LGSs. Not every single one, but like Wizards fucks them, right? By not having MSRP, you have people who literally go into a game store and they see Modern Horizons 3 and they go, this costs exactly as much to make as Bloomborough, and so it costs the store just as much to buy as Bloomborough, but they want to charge so much more, greedy store. And it's like, no, asshole, that's not how it happens at all. The fucking dickbags at Wizards of the Coast charge way more to the distributors, who then charge way more to the stores, and the stores are making like the same margins on these Modern Horizon 3 boxes. So it's not like, these boxes are hundreds of dollars more, these greedy stores are making so much more. No, they're not, idiot. But you can't even tell that because Wizards has set it up in a way where they go, the LGSs take the heat for it, and we get to extract as much cash as possible. Fuck Wizards and their anti-LGS stance bullshit now. They do like a little bit for the game stores, but it's not enough. And the way that they host game stores really aggravates me, man. Gerthulu, LGSs don't make much, but it seems some players don't care. You're correct. They don't. Because they're only thinking about themselves. And that's it. And then when the store closes down, they will be aggrieved by it. Like it's a slight against them. And they won't worry about, oh, hey, the guy who owned the store, does he have a new job? Is he getting by okay? They'll just be like, I can't go to this place for free to play anymore using all the stuff that I didn't buy there. Go down to the fucking movie theater. Go down to the movie theater with your own bag of popcorn, your own bottle of pop, and a fucking movie. And go, hey, so I'm going to come in here and put one of my movies up on your big screen and sit in your seats and eat my popcorn and drink my pop. No, you're not. Oh, what the fuck is this? You charge more than if I do it this way. So no, I'm doing it this way and you're fucking greedy. No, this is a business, asshole. No, but I'm me and I want to have an experience and I shouldn't have to pay. Oh, go fuck yourself, dickhead. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy. Jess, you go to a place called Cardboard Casket and they seem to make their money on Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! All I know is Magic's getting harder and harder to make money on because fucking Wizards keeps making more and more products, cranking them through. You get stuck with garbage like Markov Manor and Assassin's Creed. If you don't get the new products, then you're not offering all the stuff. And so Wizards just keeps dumping on you. They don't care. As long as they make their quarterly profits for Hasbro, they don't give a shit if you go to business. So you got to dance this dance and then they'll be like, well, if you don't buy enough Thunder Junction, we won't let you buy the sets that people will actually buy and all this kind of just ugly nonsense. And it's so aggravating. It's so aggravating. And then like, oh, by the way, also, you know how like you sell singles on the secondary market? Well, we're just going to start making Secret Layers hardcore and we're just going to fucking extract all the value. Millmaster, I'm not surprised, buddy. I guess that's what it takes to keep going. Everdark, yeah. Secret Layers have hurt game stores. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Hey, Ball Falcon, gifted 10 memberships. Thanks, buddy. You got J, OS, Wag, Random, Ferguson, Dev, McGregor, iRock, Shia. Oh, and Carly got one too. Nicely done, Bo Falcon. You know what, buddy? Choose a drop slot. We're going to do a Plinko drop. We're going to do a Plinko drop for your gifted membership action. I know you weren't expecting that, but we're going to do it nonetheless. 3. Okie doke. That's easy to do. Oh, now we got fractured crown. Okay. Gotta go to the dentist because I got a fractured crown. It's gonna cost me thousands of dollars. I'm gonna leave with a frown. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, look at that goodness right there. Everdark, you're worried they said Assassin's Creed met their expectations? Don't be worried about that. Remember, they knew they had to change it based on what happened with Aftermath, so their expectations were low. They met their low expectations, that's all. Besides, they never admit when they've just straight up failed with products, because they don't want to. They don't want to admit that. Juggle 'em, you ain't wrong. Bo is a class act. He's a fucking good dude who's been around for a long time. I still remember those chocolate bars from a million years ago, Bo. All right, we got tithe proclamation. I make a proclamation. All of you must tithe me. Oh. What's this? When it enters draw card, players can't draw more than 3 cards each turn unless it's the first turn. Oh, interesting. That's cool. All right, we got Song of Frost. Hone by Fire. An ordinary bear. All right. He's just a 3-cost bear. Oh, he's got floating memory. Okay, cool. These are cards that basically, if they're in your graveyard, you can sacrifice them to pay memory costs, which are the blue costs. Which are actually, these costs are more expensive than these. These are not equal. Are there unordinary bears? That's a good question. Seeking Shot. Verican Acolyte. Oh, she's a cutie. Look at that. She looks pretty hot. She's an uncommon. We got Korhazi Outlook. Oh, the outlook is good. And then the rare is Gawain, Chivalrous Thief. Cool, I've never seen her before. So, this is the second level version? Oh no, this isn't. Never mind. This is an ally, not one of the main guys. So, 2 to put out. It's got True Sight and class bonus on champion hit. You can sacrifice, if you do, look at that opponent's memory and discard a card from... What? Yeah! That seems amazing. That seems amazing to me. You can just sack this to look at all their face down cards in their memory and just get rid of one of them. That's sweet, bro. Oh, yeah, that's right. And like, oh, it's unique. Okay, cool. This seems good. I have no idea how good, but like, to my noobish brain, this seems pretty good. I mistook her for a level 2 champion or whatever the hell they're called. The leaders of the decks. I can't remember right now. That's cool. That was a good one. That's a good one. Larry Rosewater always blames it all on us, bro. He blames it all on us. The reason that we made Commander decks to go with Modern Horizons 3 is because you guys won't pay the price point of Modern Horizons modern decks. I mean, what else can he say? He can't actually come out and say the truth and side with us because he's going to lose his job. He's going to lose his job. Millmaster Korhaze is a staple too. Anti-fast counters? Look at you. Look at you learning stuff about the Grand Archive. I guess you like its grandness, huh, buddy? What up, iRock? You were summoned by Bo's membershiping, weren't you? You saw, wait a minute. I got a membership over on the Hatcher Streams channel. Let's pop on in and see what's going on. Bo Falcon, your summoning ritual was successful, buddy. Well done. It worked on multiple levels. We got a cool rare. Actually, I'm kind of curious about that Korhaze thing now. Put a prep counter on your champion. Remove a prep counter from your champion. Opponents can't activate cards this turn. Huh. Interesting. You can shut down their abilities. Fulgor, have a good one, buddy. Nice seeing you. Yeah, Grand Archive is a nice looking game. Good card quality, bright, beautiful cards, and just overall, it's not like some games are pretty basic and you can be bored by them pretty quickly. They're fine for some quick throwaway games, but me and my buddy sat down to play some of these pre-cons, and some of our games went on for like an hour. And if you know Magic, you already know what most of the stuff in the game is. You just have to learn the new language, right? But overall, it's pretty much like stolen a ton of ideas from Magic the Gathering. Hell, the company that makes it is called Weebs of the Shore. Wizards of the Coast, Weebs of the Shore. When I was playing it in the game store, the store owner walked by and he's like, "What weeb shit is this?" And I'm like, check out the name on the bottom of the card. And he just started laughing. He likes that kind of stuff, by the way. He's making fun of the weeb shit, but he's right into it, too. Paul Falcon says, I support my LMH, legendary Mike Hatcher, by many means. Super chats, membership gifting, random package shipments, etc. That's because you fucking rule, Bo Falcon. You are awesome, buddy. You fall into the like the inner circle category, the people who have been around for a long time and support me hardcore, and the people whose absence I would absolutely notice. Be like, what happened to them? Where'd they go? Millmaster, it feels like how Magic was at the start. Simple rules frame and the abilities define almost everything else. Yeah, you know what, buddy? I gotta give you credit. You've done a good job of looking into it and picking up on it. So well done. Jess used to do 7 to 9 player games. They all started making their decks like 120 cards because the game would go so long. When I started playing Magic, my deck was big and fat, like 120, 130 cards. At the very beginning, before I knew about card restrictions, I remember having like a dozen Sol Rings in my deck and like 20 crawl worms. So my favorite start was first turn Sol Ring, tap it to cast another Sol Ring, take a mana burn, and then second turn lay a second forest, tap that and 2 Sol Rings, crawl worm! I'd accelerate to 6 mana on the second turn to cast a 6/4 vanilla. How funny is that? Larry, Grand Archive looks like the new Force of Will. You hope it does better than Force of Will. All the signs seem pretty good, man. The championships have been going on in a number of different locations. They sold out all their VIP tickets super fast. I didn't even get one, right? So all signs are looking good so far. I definitely really like the overall vibe of it. Out of all of the card games that I've gotten into recently, this is the one that has the most promise as far as I'm concerned, right? Like, I'm excited. I'm excited to open every pack. Every pack that we've opened tonight has been exciting for me because it's a journey of discovery. I get to discover new cards, and I care enough about the game that actually discovering these cards is fun. And I'm going by the commons and uncommons to get to the rares because otherwise it would take forever to go through all the cards in each of these packs because I don't even know what they all do. But I'm going to later on sort them, figure out stuff I can like swap into my deck and all that. It's fun. Jess, it's more than one step down from Black Lotuses into Shivan Dragon. Shivan Dragon is a 5/5 flying fire breather. Crawworm is a 6/4 with no abilities. It's not even close. Zircon, we need more jugs. That you're right, we do. We need more jugs. They've got a lot of fat jugs in this game. Fisher, you got to have an early lunch. Man, it sounds like you're having an annoying day at work. Just an annoying day overall. Shit ain't going well for you. I hope that the day gets better, buddy. You already had to deal with enough with that stroke and being hospitalized. And now you got to deal with a bunch of hassle as well? That sucks. Zircon says, being the change I want to see in the world. Hell yeah. Nice super chat, big boy. So, where are we dropping it? What slot are you choosing? What is your choice? Choose your number. Number 6. All right. Let's go. We're looking for some fat old juggies, baby. Let's see some big jubblies. Nope. Another fractured crown. Okay. Fractured crown. Let's see what we got. Jess can't reply to super chats anymore. Oh, that's because this is a different channel, buddy. That ability will roll around over to this channel at some point, I'm sure. They're gonna make it a feature for everybody, right? There we go. What does it say on the back? Oh, it says, this contains cards that expand on the archetypes found in Dawn of Ashes. There's no guarantee cards of any specific rarity are included in this pack. And then it tells you the number of types. Collector super rares are like ultra, mega rare. Also, foils are quite rare in this game. So it'd be cool to get a collector super rare. I've gotten obviously commons and uncommons and rares and super rares, but I don't think I've ever gotten an ultra rare yet, and I definitely haven't gotten a collector rare. Millmaster casting fork on Shahrazad. What a waste of time. That's just a waste of time. That being said, I am the guy who did build the Circle of Protection, Rune of Protection, Divine Intervention deck. So, I also was wasting people's time. I love how good the card quality is. All the cards are so flat and nice. We got a Tariff Ring. I'm always really interested in the blue cast cards from your memory deck or whatever. Maybe, I don't remember the name. I don't remember. I can't remember all the terminology. So this is a 0 cost. Sack it until the end of turn. Players can't declare attacks unless they pay 2 for each attack declaration. Use this only during an opponent's recollection phase. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You can slow them right down. I like that. Basically like propaganda for one turn. We got a deep sea fractal. This is very unexciting looking. Another fractal. This one looks like an eye at least. That's pretty funky. Honed by Fire. We saw you. Oh, a foil. Hold on. I got to get a sleeve for this guy. We got a foil Wand of Frost. What does it do? It's one of the blue as well. One to put out. When it enters, draw a card. Sack it. Target unit's attack gets -3. Oh, you can sack it to give a -3 power to end a turn. All right. Cool. Well, that's getting sleeved. Put Divine Intervention in a sub-game and we both lose half our lives. Larry, no, the Collector's Super Rares, none of this is straight up NSFW. All right, Refracting Missile. Actually, I guess I may as well just keep this aside. I'm going to put this in the loot binder. I'm going to put this in my loot binder. Because this is what I'm keeping my Grand Archive stuff in. I have one other foil. Both of my foils are common so far, so I have no idea if people are interested in them at all, really, but I like the quality of the foils. I like the quality of the cards, all that goodness, so. All right, we got Refracting Missile. This is an uncommon. Varric Acolyte. We saw you last time. And an Explosive Rune. 0 cost, sack it, deal 1 damage to target ally. Class bonus if that ally is attacking, deal 2 damage to it instead. It feels okay. It feels okay. I don't know. To have it like if I'm remembering correctly, your deck with the blue casting costs only has like 12 to 15 cards in it, and I don't know if dedicating one of your slots to this. I mean, I guess if there's dudes that only have 1 or 2 toughness overall and you want to smoke them before they hit you or something like that, you know? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe there was ways to like reuse this. Like there's a way to get runes back and keep reusing them, in which case it could probably be pretty potent. But overall, I feel like that's underwhelming. It underwhelms me. Bear in mind, like I said, though, I am a Grand Archive noob, so it might turn out that that card is better than I think it is. Because, I mean, I definitely misevaluated Magic cards when I started playing that game, too, right? It's just the nature of being new to a game. Man, do I love me some booster opening. It's fun opening boosters of games, especially that you're right into, you know? Like, it's okay to open up the dead card game boosters. That's all right. That's not too shabby. But sometimes it's just kind of like, I never played this game. I don't know anything about it. This is a game that I've played, that I'm enjoying, and I'm looking to, I'm not looking to get as hardcore with it as I did with Magic. I'm never going to be, like, into it on that level. No other card game will ever be like Magic to me. I'm not one of those people who, if Magic is something that I'm not into anymore, I'm going to find another game and replace it on that level. It would just be like, well, I guess I'll be somewhat less involved with TCGs, you know? I got enough Grand Archive that I'm in it now. You know, I'm here for it. Look at, do you guys like my beautiful Grand Archive display? Huh? All 4 different sets, plus the special box sets. These boxes are gorgeous. They are absolutely gorgeous. The color of this purple one especially, oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. And everything, the box art inside it, oh, and you know what? Never mind. If I mess with that, I'm going to knock it over. But the box art that's inside it is really nice. It comes with matched sleeves, and they give you the deck, but on top of that, they give you extra cards so you have a play set of every card in the deck, right? So if there's only 2 copies in the deck, there's 2 extra copies outside the deck, which is really neat. It's awesome. DB, the Grand Archive Historian. Nah. Nah, I'll never be that hardcore with any other card game, man. I've been into Magic for like 30 years. And I feel like if I'm done with making Magic content, which probably wouldn't happen, let's say I'm making way less Magic content, then I would be making other stuff over on my Hatcher channel. But Magic still holds my heart. I still love it. Those Dungeons and Dragons secret layers look so awesome. They look so awesome. The ones with the covers from the manuals and stuff, oh, it's so good. It's so good. When I saw that reality twist, I was like, no fucking way. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, stuff like Grand Archive, you know, I'll do it in live streams, maybe some videos over on Hatcher, who knows, right? Ranging around to different things. I'm going to have a Paragon video over on Hatcher on top of the stream that we're doing tomorrow night. Baron, Magic's the love I just can't quit. Yup, that's the reality of it. That's the other games I wouldn't end up making a bunch of videos banging on about all the stuff I didn't like. I would just be like, I'm done. Like Force of Will. When I was done with Force of Will, I made a video and that was it. And I never talked about the game again, aside from opening some of the packs I still have kicking around from those days. That's it. I never got any more Force of Will. After they pulled that shit with Ghost in the Shell, I was like, fuck you. For real. Fuck you as a company. I will never buy another box of your product. I'll never buy another individual booster pack of your product. I'm done. You've insulted me too much with this. This is too much of an insult. I was willing to put up with the shit that they were doing with the Time Spinning Witch, where you had to buy like 3 oh, we didn't put them in the packs. You have to buy multiple booster box to get it. And I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. But it wasn't enough for me to go, I'm out. But when you just take screen grabs from a Netflix show and put it on some low rent garbage, and it's just like, your game was about like really nice, vibrant artwork, and now it's just shitty screenshots. I paid for this. Fuck you. Right? Like, it aggravated the shit out of me. Ham, Keyforge died fast? Yeah, Keyforge was doomed because it's like, how do I put it? Keyforge is a cat, but to almost everybody it looks like a duck, and they want it to be a duck, and they can't understand that fundamentally it's a cat, so they try and make it act like a duck, and it can't, and then they get frustrated and leave, right? And by that I mean, Keyforge is not a TCG. It's not a trading card game. It's not a collectible card game. It's a unique deck game. But that concept doesn't mean anything to anybody because it's the first of its kind. And on top of that, it looks like a TCG, right? When you're playing it, it feels like a TCG. But you can't treat it like a TCG. You can't build your own decks in the game. And that was one of the biggest stumbling blocks of all, where people desperately wanted to build their own decks, but it's like, you can't. The fact that these decks are pre-randomized the way they are is the entire balancing mechanic of this game. So any attempt to turn it into a build your own deck format like concept is going to be fundamentally broken. It's just not going to work. So people couldn't accept that, and that is a big part of what obliterated the game. Juglum! Yeah, man, the D&D cards do look super cool. Absolutely. Absolutely. Correct, Millmaster. Correct. The D-generation. So yeah, I liked Keyforge. I might still have a whole bunch of Keyforge decks sitting around in a box somewhere in my closet too. I'm not sure. My closet has a lot of random old card games and things kicking around in there. And I'm not good at keeping it organized. So whatever I get, I just kind of put on the front of the shelf. So I only know what's in the front facing part of the shelves. When I start to move stuff, I'm like, oh, I forgot I had this. It's like I need an inventory. Did I stab my hand with something at some point? What happened here? Huh. So yeah, it's I just know what's on the surface. Like when I look in there right now, I can see the booster boxes of sorcery. I can see some Warlord and some Metazoo and stuff. Ham, you got a lot of decks from the first 2 sets. I went like crazy getting multiple boxes of decks from the very, very first run of the first set, back when you had a chance of getting one of the crazy algorithm names. You know what I'm talking about? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, when they made Keyforge, the decks were created randomly by an algorithm, including their name. And that led to some names that would get you canceled on Twitter, right? Basically, there were names that were like, there was one called the Farmer of Racism. Like there was some like ridiculous titles that some people would find offensive, because while they vetted the word list, they didn't vet the combinations that occurred. So they found out about those and then poured over all the deck list names that existed and picked a bunch and went, okay, these ones are banned. And so if you had one of those decks and you scanned the code in, it would tell you it's an illegal deck. You can mail it back to us for 2 new decks. But you'd be insane to do that, because there was a whole bunch of people who wanted a crazy named deck, right? Ham, you had a cool 4 Horsemen. Ah, the 4 Horsemen. When I tried to play that game digitally, where people could just punch in whatever deck they wanted, I just kept facing off against double Horseman decks. The Horseman deck was a cool concept, but like, it ruined online play. It ruined online play. Oh, man. Oh, bro, I got pretty worked up earlier about that LGS shit. I also got pretty worked up about how bad Russian Doll is. We're on the second, we just finished the second last episode of the second season, and it got kind of interesting a little bit. So I'm like, well, at least the last episode might be somewhat interesting now that time's fracturing and it's going all wild. But like, yo, the second season of Russian Doll sucks so bad. Jess, you got no money, you might run out of toilet paper before you get paid again. That's when you go to places that have public bathrooms and grab some extra off the roll, right? I remember I used to help myself to the toilet paper at the fucking the call center I worked at. That place was a hellhole that treated people terribly, and I was just like, yo, I'm gonna help myself. And they had like the thin, like almost 1-ply style paper in the gigantic locked things, but I figured out how to jimmy them open using a butter knife. So I would just pop it open, and then you could just pop it. Didn't damage the thing. It wasn't, I don't need a key. I just need a butter knife, like I'm stealing a hood ornament. Pop it in. Maybe that's where I learned that, because we used to steal hood ornaments when I was a kid. We used to go around with butter knives, going through parking lots, popping off people's hood ornaments. It's such a dick thing to do now that I think about it. But like, you're dumb kids. You don't think about other people. You don't give a shit. So yeah, I had ripped a hole in this jacket that I had in the lining so I could keep a butter knife in there for when we went and took hood ornaments. And then one day the butter knife fell out of my jacket in front of my mom, and she looked at me. And I was just like, oh no, I can't tell her what I've been up to. I can't tell her what I've been up to. That's not a possibility. So I told her it was for self-defense because I was afraid of bullies. And then she got so worried, she fucking enrolled me in jujitsu. So I had some dickhead fucking yelling at me, telling me I needed to do push-ups and shit. And I just refused. I went to jujitsu a few times, refused to listen to the guy in charge because he can suck my fucking dick. Like, listen, asshole, I just want to steal fucking hood ornaments and not be hassled by my mom. I don't give a shit about what you're teaching here. I don't have to fucking respect you and do push-ups and stuff, you fucking clown. I'm basically here against my will. Why the fuck would I listen to you? If I was going to do something, why would I want to do jujitsu? I don't want to learn this crap. So yeah. Yeah, maybe that's where I learned the butter knife techniques that let me get that free toilet paper. was a million years ago. Besides, you got magic cards, right? Use your magic cards. Just scrape your butt with magic cards. Hey man, can I borrow your deck for a minute? Oh. Millmaster, you can't tell him he needs to get by with just 3 squares. What if you got one of those endless wipe scenarios where somehow you wipe and yet it seems like you've accomplished nothing? You're like, how is it even possible? How is this possible that the second piece of toilet paper looks worse than the first one? How, what do you call it, reinforcements? What's going on here? What's going on? What is it, Family Guy or whatever? He's like, what, is there a marker down there? Peterson, you need to meet the Earth 2 version of Mike that's a jiu-jitsu master. He's very serious. He has no comedic sensibilities whatsoever. He's going to fight you. He's going to fight you. Jess, you're trying to figure out that one picture after a Magic tournament. There's skid marks on the chairs. Somebody who just doesn't wash themselves to the point where there's such a buildup on their pants that it mushes through, or somehow their pants get pulled so far down and their fucking fat, enormous, gross body doesn't register the temperature difference from the fucking chair because they've got so much insulation, so much them. Like, there's a bunch of gross people playing card games, dude. For real. Going to LGSs for decades, you're just like, bro, you fucking stink. Like, you fucking straight up stink. How do you not know that you're gross and disgusting? There's a lot of stuff I don't care about doing in public. Like, I'll just say whatever. I don't give a fuck what people think. But I do care if I stink. That's when I'm fucking mortified. If I go, what's that smell? And then go like this. Oh my God, it's me. Like, bro. That shit happened when I was a teenager. And it was just like, no. You know? I don't want any of it. I do not want to stink. It's horrifying. So I don't know how people can just be okay with that, you know? Just going someplace and stinking. I remember the pre-releases, running the pre-releases, and sometimes it would just be like, you got to turn the fucking ceiling fans on, man. Turn them on and turn them fucking high. We got to churn this air because it is thick with a human disgust miasma. Ugh. Joe, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people putting their hams on display, right? You're always going to find these butt crackers where it's like, bro, pull up your fucking pants. Nobody wants to see your fucking hair ham. Juggling, you carry around a Swiss Army knife? When I was a Cub Scout, I had one of those little leather belt things for my knife. Now I just keep my keys ready to punch a coyote or something, you know? Larry, I'm not talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm talking about Magic the Gathering. Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously has a stink problem too, where they've encoded in the rules, you can be asked to leave a tournament for stinking. You have to be clean. Grand Archive actually has things like that too, but not because I heard that any other players actually stink. I think it's just preemptive. Oh, I remember the one church from like decades ago playing Magic in this big event with this bunch of people in this church up in Toronto. And the way that building smelled, it was so gross. It was so gross. Yeah, Jugglim, I was a Cub Scout, Boy Scout, that kind of stuff too, man. Not that I super liked it, but I did it, you know? I wasn't one of those ones who was hardcore into it. I would have much rather been home playing video games and stuff. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Larry says, let's do a Plinko drop. I choose slot 4 from the left. All right, big boy, you got it. You got it. Let's do it. Let's Plinko the Dinko. All right. Here we go, buddy. Oh, Alchemical Revolution. Yeah. Let's see what we got in here, man. Right there, baby. I've never watched MacGyver, but I have seen that clip multiple times where he's just like, he realizes he's some guy with Down syndrome or something. And like, he's like really upset about it. But like, they have a reflection of him in the mirror as the Down syndrome guy. And that Down syndrome guy had to be in the room when they were recording it, right? So it's kind of like, what? Joe, I'm thinking a quantum leap. I am. Yep, absolutely. You're correct. I only realize now that you say that. Oh yeah, MacGyver's not the same thing, is it? Is it the same actor? Is that why I thought that? What made me think that? Anyways, Obelisk of Protection. Armored Valkyrie. Oh, she got that jug armor. It's funky. Harvest Herbs. Oh, yeah. Who wants to fucking blaze at 420 with this chick right here? Reconnaissance Field. Escape the Wreckage. Oh, this way, ladies. I have somewhere you can shelter for the night. Oasis Trading Post. What is this? It has a bunch of abilities. 3 and tap to glimpse 2, 4 and tap to gather, 5 and tap summon an automaton drone. Oh, cool. You can use this to get herbs, you can use this to look at the top of your deck, or you can make you can make an automaton drone. I'm not sure what that is. Shimmer Cloak Assassin. A refresh chamber. Strategic Warfare. Oh, Wind Blessed Gatekeeper. Hell yeah, give me them blessings, girl. Conjure Downpour. That rain is white. That rain is white. I was going to make a joke about how you can conjure my downpour. The rain is literally fucking white. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Can you see that? It's white, guys. Ham, an automaton drone, is a 1/1 token ally. Okay, all right. Violet Haze, all in my brain. All right, what's this do? All units you control become distant. Oh, don't grow away from me. Then put this on the bottom of target champion's lineage. Inherited effect, this object is -2 health. Oh, you put it on your opponent's dude to give him -2. Like, it's like the equivalent of damage, pretty much. Cool. In this game, the stuff that I've seen as distant is all like snipers and stuff. So when they're considered distant, you get all kinds of combat bonuses. So this basically readies all your guys' combat bonuses for a turn. And then afterwards, you put it on your opponent's champion to give him -2 health permanently. That's sweet. That's sweet. Pretty good pack, man. Pretty good pack, Larry. You got that white rain, buddy. This ain't no chocolate rain. White chocolate rain, I guess. Now my brain is playing Chocolate Rain. But it's just making up other stupid lyrics to it. Oh. That's funny. She was sowing the seeds of victory. That's right, buddy. That's right. Glorious victory. All over your face. Oh. That's funny. Man, that's one thing that's a lot of fun about playing new card games, right? Is discovering all these cards you've never seen and being like, whoa, being kind of noobish where stuff seems really strong because you haven't seen it all in action, right? Like this isn't like Magic, with Magic, when I started playing Magic, I just played with my group of friends and I did pretty good. But when I went to an actual tournament, I got raffle stomped by the best guy there and the worst guy there. And it was double elimination event. And I just got knocked out. And I got so thoroughly manhandled that I was like, okay, I apparently don't know what I'm doing. Back to the drawing board. And I didn't come back to a tournament for like a month. I kept playing with my friends. But that's when I went from playing like a Crawworm deck into playing this convoluted Time Twister, Tormod's Crypt, Swords to Plowshares, fucking, like, it was this insane deck that used, like, Sleight of Mind to Sleight of Mind life forces into their colors, hollow trees full of mana, along with Candelabra of Tawnos to untap it, like, all of it, with, like, Lotus, Moxes, Library of Alexandria, and I beat the shit out of everybody. I fucking dominated everybody at that tournament. I went from getting my ass beat to beating the hell out of everybody and winning a booster box. And it was just like, oh, I guess I figured out the recipe. And that started my long chain of winning tons and tons of tournaments and lots of prizes. And I gotta say, for a kid who had a $2 a week allowance and had to save up to be able to buy a booster pack, being able to win boxes was fucking amazing. It was amazing. So that built out my collection. I did a whole bunch of trading, but like, yeah, I was a noob. Just everything was awesome back then. And that's how a lot of this stuff feels, where it's like, that seems awesome. That seems awesome. Because I haven't been exposed. There's no go down to the game store. Everybody's playing in a fucking tournament for Grand Archive. There are no stores in this city that carry Grand Archive. They have it in Toronto because Toronto's bigger. Way, way bigger. They got millions of people living there. So yeah, they've got, like, you can buy it in Toronto, no problem. But here, so it's just my buddy that I roped into playing with me. Jess, when am I going to see Deadpool? That's a good question. Going to the movies is expensive, bro. It's expensive to go to the theater, right? It's like fucking $60, $75 when you put in all the costs of taking the bus out there and then buying the concessions and the tickets and all that stuff. So I know it's an awesome epic movie, but I went and saw the fucking Mad Max movie recently and used up my movie fundage kind of thing. So the reality is I'll probably wait until it's available to just be watched at home. That's not me saying it's not a movie worth going to see in the theater. I'm saying I've heard lots of great things about it. I'm looking forward to seeing it, but it'll probably be a while because I imagine it's going to be in the theater for a while. So it'll be a while before it's available to watch at home with my own popcorn. Because I can buy an entire bag of popcorn for like $2. And movie theater popcorn's like expensive, bro. Larry, there's a game store you think that near you that sells Grand Archive? Take a look, buddy. Take a look. Get yourself some Grand Archive action. Why not? Why not? Millmaster, there's one store in your whole state that does Grand Archive. It's like 45 minutes away. That's fate. That's fate. You're supposed to check it out too. You already looked at it online, but you want to feel it in your hands. Jess, you go out for lunch or supper beforehand and not spend money on theater food? Yeah, I mean, I don't get like a dinner at the movie theaters, but we're talking a popcorn and then a drink for me and Carly. That's expensive as hell nowadays. It's wild. It's wild. So, It is what it is, man. It is what it is. There was a while where I wanted to sign up for this like program with the theater to try and get like deals, but you also have to go to X number of movies, and after looking over all the costs, it was just kind of like, this isn't going to work, because cost versus the number of movies that are worth going to see, right? Juggling, you buy food at a drive-in? Oh yeah, I would get food at a drive-in. Why not? Why not? I think going to the movies is an awesome experience. For real. For real. But it's also a costly experience. Because, yeah, that Furiosa movie, seeing that in the theater wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. The movie was all right. The action was all right. Like, I didn't hate it, but I also felt like, I'm like, this is totally a movie I could have just watched at home. I really wanted to go to the theater, and thankfully Carly talked me out of us going to see Bad Boys, right? Because Bad Boys was awful. Awful. And I would have been mad if I had spent money in the theater to see that, right? Like, genuinely mad. Furiosa, I wasn't angry. I was just kind of like, this was an acceptable level of entertainment, but ultimately, this movie's having no real impact on me that I will carry forwards as an experience to talk about. Oh, this is cool. Remember this? Like talking about with other people, you know? So, meh. But Deadpool and Wolverine definitely seems like a really good movie. It's doing well. It's breaking records. It's pulling massive bank. And that's good. It's good to have good movies coming out. I wish they still had, like, actual Cineplex theaters in my city, because before, they would have coupons where, like, when you got a pizza, they would just include a coupon saying, here you go, you can use this to get, like, a free ticket at Cineplex, or buy one, get one, that kind of thing. There's no deals. There's no deals. There's nothing that gives, like, gift certificates or coupons or anything. So you just look at it and go, oh, I got to pay, like, full price. And then, like, the premium seating and other extras that they put on, you know? It's like, I love the movies. I love movie theaters. But there's a cap on the price that's acceptable, right? So, Larry, you think tickets at Broadway cinemas are $10 where you are? And then whatever you spend on snacks, it's cash only. I have no problem with cash only businesses at all. I like just, boom, dealing with cash. Here you go. Boom. Nice and easy. Just hand it over. We don't have to worry about, boop, punching in the numbers, hoping the machine's not down, all of it. Nate, you watched the shitty cam version? I can't watch cam. I mean, technically I can watch cam versions, but I refuse. If it's a movie that I want to see, why would I want to watch a blurry, crappy version? I'll wait until you can watch the movie properly, you know? Millmaster, there's a drive-in where you are that if you show them a large pizza receipt from next door, it's half price. That's awesome. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That's great. That's great. Like, I used to be so hardcore going to the movies. When I lived in Toronto, it was the fucking best. Like, not even 10 minutes away from my place were 2 movie theaters. And this was back when you could just go to the movies. You could just go to the movies because there'd be something worth seeing. You didn't have to look ahead of time. So we would go down there, and there was 2 theaters directly across the street from each other. They were owned by the same people. Basically, they had the older theater, and then at a certain point, they moved over into a giant Silver City at the mall, right? So the older theater would get the movies moved over when they were done at the big Silver City. Plus, it would have random art house films, like just foreign films and stuff. And so it was cheaper to go there. So you could see movies that you had no idea existed from other countries that were interesting as hell, like Intacto. And I actually saw The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the non-American version, right? I saw that there as well before that became like a big thing. And on top of having both theaters, because if you want to go to the good one, like the Silver City, you can do that too. The prices weren't too bad, and there's just this feeling. There's this feeling of sitting in the theater with your popcorn and your pop and waiting for the movie to start. There's a particular aspect that is super enjoyable, and it's the only place that I get that particular feeling. It's a genuinely unique feeling, and I very much like it. And so that place was awesome, and they had the scene program where you would get points, where like every time you bought a ticket, you got 100 points. And if you had 1,000 points, you could get a ticket. If you had 2,500 points, you could get 2 movie tickets plus concessions for 2 people, right? And it was also through my bank at the time. So they would give you bank points for using your stuff at ATMs as well. So I loved the scene program. And they also gave you early access to see movies. Before they came out. That's actually where I saw the girl with the dragon tattoo. Now that I remember it, it wasn't at the... Oh, no. We saw the first one. Never mind. The second one. Because there's like 3 movies, right? All right. One of the girl with the dragon tattoo movies, the scene program basically emailed us and was like, yo, do you want to go and see this for free? Because that's what they would do. It's pretty smart. What they do is they have to calibrate the movies in the first place and make sure that they work properly when they get them to the theater. So they turned it into an experience where you can come in and sit down and watch the movie. And so you get to watch the movie for free, and they get to make sure that there's no problems with the movie. And it seems like a big bonus for you when you get it, because it totally did. We went and did that, and it was amazing. It was like, we get to see this movie before everybody else and for free, just for being part of this program. Like, I fucking love it. I love movies. I love movies so much. They're the best. They're the best. Not every movie, but just, yeah, man, movies are awesome. Larry, you think there's a Silver City in Kitchener? There's Silver Cities all over the place. There's one up in the Falls, but like, I can't go, I guess I could go to other cities, but that's a crazy journey just to try and get to a Cineplex theater, right? Like, there's only one movie theater in town now, and it's owned by Landmark. That's it. The Landmark at the Penn Center is the only movie house in town. And like I said, they don't there's never any discounts or like gift certificate giveaways or anything like that. None of it. You can't get coupons that make it cheaper or like anything special of that nature. They do have the same thing that other movie theaters have where like, hey, if you come on this day, then it's like cheaper ticket day, so we'll knock a couple bucks off the price. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And then they have a movie twosome deal, but it's not just for 2 tickets. You have to get like popcorn, drinks, and chocolate or like a treat. So ultimately it pushes the price right up as well, because they're making you buy. You're getting a discount on everything, but I don't buy candy when I go to the theater. Popcorn and pop, but I don't need or really want chocolate as part of that experience or gummies or whatever else. So for me, it's not really like, it's a savings but not really a savings, if that makes sense. Gerthulu, you saw Batman versus Superman. That was the last thing you saw at the cinema. There was a while where I just stayed away from the movies. After the second Hobbit movie, I didn't go for a while. And that was the last movie I ever saw in 3D, because 3D is just a ripoff where they add a couple of things that'll pop out of the screen a little bit. And then for the entire movie, you have to wear glasses that if you take off, make everything slightly blurred, but add nothing to the quality of the video. Like, so 3D is a complete fucking scam. They have also Screen X now, where you've got a screen here, and a screen in front of you. But they charge $6 extra a ticket for it. It's insane. So yeah, you get burned on bad movies. It gets to the point where you just realize when you go, there's nothing really you want to watch. You just go, ugh, whatever. Right? Whatever. And then you start first going, well, I got to look before I go. And then it gets to the point where you're like, why bother looking? All the options suck. It doesn't quite feel that way now anymore, but the movies that I feel are worth going to are fewer and further between, right? Things on the level of Deadpool versus Wolverine. That one, yeah. It seems like it'd be worth it to see it in the theater, you know? Nate, you haven't gone to a theater since the Warcraft movie? Oh yeah, that was years ago. That movie had terrible CGI. But I loved that. Having two theaters right across the street from each other with this reward program that genuinely felt rewarding. Like, it was awesome. Any given night, we're 10 minutes from the theater. Both be done work and be like, let's go to a movie tonight. You know? And we just could. That was one of my favorite things about living in Toronto. Also, the fucking subway system and shit, where the subway comes like every 5 minutes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Gerthula, I feel you on that. You want to watch foreign movies instead of North American movies because you don't want to be preached at. Thankfully, the preaching stuff seems to have been dying off as they realize it's not profitable. People don't watch movies for you to try and imbue your fucking mentalities into them. They watch movies to be entertained. So you have to make them entertaining first. That's the rule. Otherwise, they will do horribly. It's crazy that that's not obvious, you know? Where it's like, but this is like marketable. Is it though? Well, it really does have diminishing returns and nobody's coming back for this stuff, but it's working. Yeah, I remember getting gift certificates for like Cineplex Odeon too, for birthdays and Christmases and stuff. That, like, there was the Sam the Record Man stuff, there was the Cineplex Odeon, and it's nice just knowing you can go to a movie whenever you want because you've just got this, like, this is movie money. This is what the certificate is. I can't use it on anything else, right? So it just sits there. Time to go to movies. Boom. I remember going to the movies all the time with, well, not all the time, with my friends when we were younger. Didn't have enough money to go all the time, but with fair regularity. It was good times. Mailmaster, Paramount TV just got fully shuttered today. Was that a streaming service? 8. Yeah, I suppose foreign films does sound more respectable. If you like the foreign stuff coming out of like Korea and you haven't seen it already, Parasite is pretty good. Parasite is pretty solid. All I care about is being entertained. I never thought that would stop being a priority for movies. But then you get stuff like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, where it's like you've changed everything into insane nonsense. Is it entertaining at least? No, not at all. But we've definitely changed everything based on some insane feedback. So, or whatever, what we think is marketable. Why is this making no money? Why is Borderlands flopping horribly? What do you mean it's got Kevin Hart? Okay. All right. Kevin Hart in Borderlands, where life is cheap and everybody's blowing each other's heads off and stuff. Yeah, it's Kevin Hart. He's like a sidekick. No, man, no, shut up. He's not. He's great. And he's awesome. And this is going to be really good. You should totally watch it. And it's definitely going to be a very satisfying, enjoyable film. We saw the ad for it when we were in the Falls for Carly's birthday. And the ad just kind of flashed back. And Carly was like, that's for Borderlands. And I'm like, what? I just saw Kevin Hart in like a car. And this looks stupid. That movie is going to suck. And then I heard it was PG-13. And I'm like, what? There's like no blood in it. I'm like, it's fucking Borderlands. Are you shitting me right now? This is hilarious. It looks awful. Just delay of the carbon rebate in Ontario. Yeah, I think like 4 times a year. Nate, I never heard of the Workaholics movie. Joe, Kevin Hart is definitely the comedic sidekick, not the leading man. All right, well, the commercial definitely didn't make it seem that way. So if that's the case, that's good at least. Although it's still going to be terrible. Like, it's still going to be nightmarishly bad. Like, if I got such a bad... Like, the commercials they put on television are meant to be bite-sized. Here's the best we have to offer. This is what you're bringing to the table? Just terrible. Oh, Joe, never mind. You're agreeing with me. You're agreeing with me that Kevin Hart is definitely a comedic sidekick and not the leading man. 100%. He could be the leading man in something else, theoretically. You know, like, there could be particular types of movies, maybe a drama or something, where he could be a leading man dealing with, like, family issues or something like that. But I'm not going to buy him as, like, a hero of the wastelands. That's wild, man. The Borderlands movie looks like it's going to be complete garbage. Complete garbage. Maybe one day I'll get fully into like movie reviews, and then I could actually write off going to the movies as a business expense, which would help to reduce the cost and make it more effective. That might work. Abe says he might have been the leading man in Borderlands, but he isn't going to be in any movie after it. I have no idea what Kevin Hart's career is like at this moment. I don't really pay attention to new movies and stuff that are coming out overall. It just was a fluke that I was exposed to cable television for the time frame that we were in the falls, because the hotel we were at had it. Carly was originally going to bring a laptop so we could like watch movies and stuff, but I said, yeah, why don't we just watch the TV and see what's on? So we did, and that was... The cable TV was awful. Almost every channel sucked. The Sci-Fi Channel played some show called Castle, which was very dull. And then the best we could hope for was Star Trek, actually. Old Star Trek. Voyager, Next Generation. We saw the Next Generation one where it's a 2-parter too. We didn't get to see the second half, and I've never seen it, so I had no idea. But there's this dude who captures people, and he puts like fucking control chips in their neck. So Picard gets captured, and then Riker comes looking for him and ends up getting captured as well. And then they have to like blow up a Federation outpost. Star Trek's pretty good. The old Star Trek's pretty good, actually. You know? We watched the entirety of Deep Space Nine. Carly ended up really liking Deep Space Nine. I put it on randomly when I was sorting magic cards because I just wanted something on in the background, and I wanted to pick something I didn't think she would care about. And she came in to hang out with me and started watching it and then got right into it. And so we watched through the entirety of it. And after we watched that at the hotel, I was like, maybe we should watch Star Trek The Next Generation, you know? Cthulhu, the miscasting in Borderlands is some of the worst you've seen in cinema. That's funny. All right, my friends, thanks for coming and hanging out. It has been an enjoyable chill stream. I guess I don't have to worry about uploading this afterwards because it's already on the stream channel. So this is the end of the stream. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the designing a card in my likeness or whatever. I don't know what the steps of that are, so I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but I just know my face is going to be on a card. All right? So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do that over on the Historian. Good night.